You probably don't even know that you need this, but just stick with me because this is to the lady dealing with bald spots. This is to the wise woman going through menopause whose hair is thinning, to the new mom whose hair is shedding literally like it's a house pet, and to the sister who's lost her edges, whose ends are breaking, whose hair is constantly dry, and who is seemingly taking forever to get to her length goal. I made this video to help you not just stumble through 2026, but literally thrive through 2026. But what you're probably not expecting is that I am in one of these categories too. You see, I sent an email to my email subscribers and I asked them, what are your hair goals for 2026? And I appreciate every response that I got. A lot of people responded and I was overwhelmed and so pleased and just blessed, great that people are responding. I absolutely love it. But there was one email in particular that really stood out to me, and I'm going to read it to you. This is what she said. I had to interpret it a little bit, but it says, so thanks for the email, but I came to the conclusion that my hair will not grow no matter what I do. I didn't spend enough money this year, but I hoped that my hair should be down my back or to my butt, but it isn't. It's very short and I have a bald spot at the top of my head, but thank you again. I came to the conclusion that I just need to get a spray on the bald spot and keep it moving. Thank you again. So it was an interesting email. And one thing I'm really glad about is the fact that, towards the end of the email, even though it was slightly discouraging and you could tell, you could feel her discouragement, should I say. But at the end, she did share, she just knows that she just needs to keep spraying her hair and just keep it moving. So I like that she's got a plan, which is absolutely amazing. And I know that not everyone is dealing with bald spots, but what I do know is all of us have probably at some point felt some kind of discouragement concerning our hair journey. Just that feeling of like, I expected my hair to have been here already, but it's still here. And that is discouraging because hair setbacks can happen. And sadly, they do happen. But it doesn't mean that your hair won't grow or it doesn't mean that your hair can't come back. I've spoken a bit about my setbacks on this channel and it's happened twice, two different occasions. But for me, it was like very much the same kind of mistake that I made each time. The first time was probably maybe about my third year of my hair growth journey. And basically, I just was trimming it way too often. I think I was probably trimming it maybe every 6 weeks or so. It was way too often. And by the end of that year, I barely saw any length retention because, of course, I was trimming it off. And then only about a year ago now, I it's like I thought I turned professional, right? And I decided to give myself a professional cut, you know, following a YouTube video. It didn't work. I cut off way more than was necessary. I cut one side of my hair like about 2 inches longer than the other side, or shorter, should I say, than the other side. It was just, yeah, it was definitely a setback. And for me, I felt like getting to waist length has been the hardest milestone for me. I got past shoulder length, which was my initial length plateau. That was my first length plateau. And I got past that. I got past bra strap length. And now just aiming to get to waist length, I don't know why, it's just felt like the hardest milestone for me. And it would be really easy for me to just give up. And it would be very easy for you to give up as well. But sometimes we just need to take it one step at a time. First, we can find out what the issue is. Maybe that means seeing a professional. Maybe it means getting your vitals checked. Maybe it means looking back at your hair journal or something like that. But just find out what the problem is. For me, because I had kept a hair journal, that was how I was able to see, I was trimming my hair very often. The second thing we definitely want to do is, once we have found what is the issue, then we want to maybe do a bit of research to find out what is the solution. If you're dealing with bald spots, then maybe it's spraying your hair, like the lady said in the email, massaging, oils. It might be changing your style. If you're dealing with thinning, maybe it means changing your products. Maybe it means introducing some kind of supplements or even changing your diet. For me, once I discovered that I was trimming my hair too often, I began to look into, okay, people who have got to longer hair, how often do they trim their hair? That's when I began to find a slightly different solution to maybe what is normally encouraged, which is to trim your hair every 6 to 8 weeks. I found a different solution, and that took me on to the next step. That third thing is literally to just stay diligent with this new solution. Like, go at it. If it means doing it daily, do it daily. If it means weekly, monthly, whatever it is, just stick at it until you begin to see results. I feel as though sometimes we give up on things a bit too soon, and we may just be right on the verge of a breakthrough or on the verge of seeing change. So I just want to encourage you to keep going with your hair growth journey. I know it can seem hard. I know sometimes it gets difficult. I know sometimes it feels like my hair is not moving, it's not growing, it's never going to grow. This is all it's created to be. The genetics, people were right. It's only to do with genetics. I want to encourage you to just keep going. Be gentle with yourself and be kind to yourself as well. You know, there was actually a lady who had a bald spot, right? So she was dealing with a difficulty, a setback. But when I look at her hair now, her hair is long and it is thick. And no doubt she had a similar process. She had to find out what the problem was first of all. She had to research to see the solution. And then thirdly, she had to stick at that solution diligently until she saw change. And I'm telling you, her hair is long and thick. And if you want to learn a bit more about her journey and how she managed to go from having a bald spot to literally having this long and thick hair right now, I'm going to put this video up on the screen. Feel free to go and watch that now, and I'll see you over there in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please click that subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.